So, first job stories. Let's get into it. I think I and a lot of people can relate to the world right now that, the economy is not really doing the greatest as of a lot of things like politicians, inflation, and money wise. And that's why we all need something called a job, right? And my job experiences aren't really as good as I thought they would be. For starters, I work for DoorDash because, no other job wants me nor wants to accept me because I have applied literally to 50 different jobs. And it's gotten to the point where I've just given up. I don't want to try to apply to any more jobs because I just know that I'm going to get rejected anyway. DoorDash is the only option that I got because, all I needed to do was just sign up, put in my driver's license, and boom, I got hired. Simple as that. Right? And you might be thinking, oh, smooth sailing, done. You got a job, you're getting money. What's the problem? What are you making this video for? I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't have any problems with the job in the first place. Now, I only have a select few things of stuff I want to say, but I'll just get to the very good stuff first. First of all, is you can get really nice customers at first. The customers who don't, want to rip you in shreds, who actually give good tips, who are nice, kind, and smile. Those kind of customers, they're really nice, they're really chill. And then you get to the bad kind of customers. The bad kind of customers, they're just really unreasonable. They just throw a tantrum, and they don't like to be civil. Let's just say that. Let's just put that into nice words real quick. First story I have is someone I will not name, but let's just name her Christina. So one day I'm working for DoorDash, right? And I get an order to go to Taco Bell. Simple. No problem at all. That's done and easy. Taco Bell, boom, out the water. Christina can go get her Taco Bell and die in the toilet from diarrhea, and I can go and make some more money. So I go to the Taco Bell. I wait in line for 7 minutes because it was low staff today. And I didn't get the food until literally 7 minutes. And when I get the food, I'm like, oh, this is the wrong person's order. You see, when I got the food, it said someone by the name of Alan, and the person I was delivering for was Christina, right? So I immediately saw what happened and what transpired, so I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go fix this. I can't let this happen. So I go inside of the Taco Bell, and since they're low staffed, they didn't really help me much. And so I sat there in the lobby waiting for someone to talk to me, and throughout that time telling the customer, hey, the store got your order wrong, but don't worry, I will make sure that you will get your order. Right? Simple. Done. Anyone who understands that will just say, okay, cool, thank you for telling me, I appreciate it. But no, all she said was, that's not my order. My name is Kristen, or whatever, I don't really care anymore. Did my order, not Alan's order. I said, I understand, I get that. And then she, for some reason, just starts listing her meal order, and I already had it because I can see it through the DoorDash app or the Dasher app, so there was no point in doing that. I think she thought that I was confused. I don't know. I don't think she... I don't even know what she would think. For a little bit, I'm telling her, hey, I understand your frustration, your confusion, but I'm working with Taco Bell to get your meal, so please just wait a bit. Okay, simple, done, right? No harm, no foul. Nothing bad will ever happen. And then she then again goes, I don't want Alan's food, I want my food. So I simply say, I understand, that's why I'm working with Taco Bell to get your food. This literally went on for 3 minutes of me explaining to Kristen or Christina, whatever, I don't care anymore, honestly, about me telling her, hey, I'm getting you your food because there's a mistake. Please don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. And then she just keeps on saying, I want my food. Give me my food. And at this point, I was getting annoyed and fed up because, I was saying this for 3 to 5 minutes. Nothing changed. No progress has been made. This woman is, I don't know, delirious. So literally 10 minutes later, after I got sat in the lobby, I finally got the food, and I text Christina, hey, I got your food, so you can calm down now. Little did I know that was the worst mistake of my life. So I go to the place where she's at. She works at a grocery store, right? I go inside the grocery store. I walk to the customer service area because that's where she said she would be. And then I see her. And I'm like, I was literally cut off. I'm like, hello, how are you? And then she literally cuts me off. She grabs the food from out of my hands and literally goes, never tell me to calm down and I'm gonna report you. Like, what? Bro, what wrong did I say to you? The only thing I think she could report me of was telling her to calm down. Like, imagine working at DoorDash, like customer service, and then you just hear someone get a phone call, right? And then someone's complaining, this guy called me rude, like this guy said to me to calm down. How would you react to that? I would just quit my job right then and there. Simple as that. But yeah, you might be wondering, did she actually report me? Yeah, she actually did. Because the next day when I was working, I got a notification that I got a 1 star. And I go check it, and it said that she marked me for not being friendly. Bro, the only thing I think that I wasn't friendly was about, the only thing I think I wasn't, I feel like the only time I wasn't friendly was when I said, hey, can you calm down? I can see that not being friendly, right? Everything else, I feel like I handled it in a normal manner, just telling her, hey, I'm getting your food. But like, how does that work? How are you gonna report me saying I wasn't friendly when like more than 90% of the time I was? Anyway, I called DoorDash support. They removed it, so it got removed. If you're watching this, which I doubt, I hate you. On to the next segment I have is when I had this Dasher link one time. And for context, a Dasher link is when you're doing an order. Like, let's say I go to Target and I'm picking up groceries, and then while doing that, I get another offer to go to like Popeyes or something like that. So I had that kind of offer one time. It was to go to Cub Foods, and I forgot the other one. I think it was Hy-Vee grocery store. So it was. So I get there. I grab the items, right? And when I go to the guy who got Cub Foods, he got 93 items. Like, 93 items. Are you kidding me, bro? So then I go to the location and I see that it's an apartment complex. Deep down, I just said to myself, I hate this job so much. Why am I doing this type of DoorDash job? So I get to the door where the apartment's at, and he's already there. And the guy is just standing by the door. So I'm like, oh yes, he's gonna help me, right? Not only does he not help me, he just sat there and watched me literally pick up all his groceries. Didn't help once. The only thing he did was just open the door slightly. You bet I was annoyed and tired afterwards because, like, you're not gonna help carry one bag with your 93 items of grocery, bro. That a little bit pissed me off, but I just digressed and got it over with. Later on, I have a drawing about it, along with that Kristen Karen story, about how that woman, just an illustration of my amazing drawing skills, if you know what I mean. So then, on to the returning groceries one. After doing that 93 items at Cub Foods, the other one, like that dash link, was to a person who wanted stuff at Hy-Vee. And you can see right here, the employment rate is kind of low at the moment. You can person who wanted the like Hy-Vee stuff, it took a long time, obviously, because I was carrying 93 items individually in a dude's apartment, and he didn't help once. So obviously, I was late to the Hy-Vee one, and the girl messaged me like, "Hey, where are you?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, this guy made me do like carry 93 items, but don't worry, I'm on my way." Simple, done, right? I wish. She said something I honestly would never expect. So like I say, "I'm on my way, don't worry about it, so I'll be there shortly." And she goes, "You're taking too long, I'm just gonna go to the hospital." I'm like, oh. I didn't really know how to react afterwards, nor did I know I don't remember what I said to her. I honestly don't even remember what I said. But it took way longer. They, like, the first person, like the 93 order guy, and the Hy-Vee girl, they lived like 7 minutes away. But the reason why it took so long was because there was just so much traffic that it blocked literally every single road. I had to drive on the sidewalk to make sure I get there on time. I was breaking rules and laws to make sure this person's getting her groceries. So don't say I never did anything for her. So fast forward to when I finally make it to her house. It's like 15 minutes later. It's 15 minutes later. I get there, there's this dude there, he's sitting on the front. I'm like, "Hey, do you know where blah 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 the apartment is?" I'm like, and he goes, "No, I don't." He was a chill dude. He was so nice, he was helpful. All he wanted to do was help me, honestly, so he was really chill. So I tell him, you know, this person said that they're gonna go to the hospital. Do you know anything about that? And he was like, no. And literally, the second I said that, I turned left, like I turned my head left, and I see this. I see not police. I see an ambulance just running down the same street. We both look at it and we're like, it's probably for that woman, isn't it? And I was right, because like. I walked to the ambulance. I'm like, "Hey, are you picking up for blah 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 blah?" And they're like, "We don't know because we haven't gotten any information yet." I'm like, "Okay, cool, have a good one." So I go into the apartment and I go to the third floor. Side note: why does everyone who orders from like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, etc. always live on the third to fourth floor? Like, I don't think I've gotten a single like order that's to the first or second floor. It's always to the third or fourth floor, which always kind of pisses me off. I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, so I do all of that. I go to the third floor. I have her groceries. I'm like 20 minutes late, all because of traffic and then 93 items, dude. I get there. I open the door. She goes, come in. I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming in." So I open the door, and she immediately says, "Take back the groceries. I don't want them anymore." And I don't know what to say, because normally when I do like a grocery haul like that, I discard the receipt, because DoorDash tells me that they already got the receipt, like the customer already got it, so I don't need to like give them the receipt. So I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I can return this. I offered to like just leave it there, like leave it on the door, like leave it in her fridge, and she goes, "No, just return it." I'm like, oh. I'm just confused, because like that was just a waste of her money, and she wanted me to return it. So long story short, I leave the building with her groceries, and I just give it to the dude who I met earlier on the sidewalk, because he was chill, he was happy about it, and you know, I'm happy about it, so I'm glad that the food went to a good cause, you know.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup. Crack the whip.
Next I have on the list is, I've seen so many employees at fast food restaurants suffer so badly because of like customers, bro. Like earlier today, as the time of me like recording this, there was I went to a Papa John's for a delivery, and I opened the door, and there's like these people, like two people arguing And like the woman who like I just saw, like the customer, I'm assuming, she goes, I know I made you angry. I can see it all in your face. And she walks away with like the most sassy look I've ever seen. And I'm sitting down waiting for like my food to get ready. And I look in like the customer's car and she's like ranting, bro. She's like complaining to the person in the passenger seat. She was like showing up gestures and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say it, but like let's just say it wasn't very friendly. That's all I'm gonna say. And I could literally see the anger all in her face. That's how you know that she was super pissed and all that. So it got to the point where like I felt bad for this Papa John's boy because like she was the only one there. So I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not surprised if this guy is like, you know, having a not good time. I mean, you know, it's justified. You know, it's justified.
Don't mess with the amazing
So
Spider-Man.
when I got my food for like my customer, I'm like, have a good day. And she didn't say anything. Like she looked pissed, she looked upset, and it's completely justified. I would be too, honestly, if I got treated like that in the place that I worked at, and I don't get paid enough. I get paid minimum low wage just to get treated like that. The next one is like the same, like it's a different Papa John's this time. But I remember I go there, and this one person was literally working all alone, and she was making like I think around 48 pizzas in 1 hour, all by herself. And I was like, dude, what is this Papa John's doing, and why is it so low staff? I was saying to myself, this poor person, bro, she better get a raise, because like I feel so bad for this woman. And then she ended up giving me the wrong order, and I had to go back, and it was completely understandable because, like, you know, she's managing the whole store by herself. She was making 48 pizzas, so I'm not blaming her. But dang, Papa John's, do some fixing, bro.
Round and pound.
Next I have is just a little pet peeve of very short rides when it comes to like platinum status. So in short, DoorDash has this platinum status, right, where you can get high-paying offers for a very low like gas like take. That's a good thing because like you know you want to save gas whenever you're door dashing because like you know you're gonna be driving a lot. But something that always kind of ticks me off is that when I'm doing a delivery, right, and there's a grocery store next to you, and when I'm done picking up your groceries, and you're like 5 minutes away in your house playing games, chilling, why can't you get it yourself? Like that always confuses me. Like, why can't they get it themselves? Like they're free, surely. And you might be saying, oh, well, they're parents, and you know, they'll leave their parents alone. Bro, there was this one time where I went to Cup Foods, I got a pacifier. The person lived 5 minutes away. I sit in the whole, like, the apartment lobby. Both parents come down. They have the most cozy wearing I've ever seen in my life. And they look like they just, like, slept the entire day. They don't care about anything. Like, come on, man. Another thing I really want to mention is the pay for DoorDash is kind of horrendous, if I'm gonna be honest. Because, like, you will occasionally get the offers that, like, wow, you can get $10 an offer if you only drive 1 mile. That's great, right? Anyone would think that's great. But then there's the occasional offers that are horrendous. The ones that I'm talking about are $5 for, like, 10 miles. Yeah, that kind of miles. I've gotten so many offers like that, and I have to reject them and decline them, and that hurts my status so much. I'm sitting here like, bro, stop giving me these awful orders. Like, please. Then there's like this one specific order. There's one specific order. I remember it was like $3.25 for only 17 miles. And I'm like, what? How does that make any sense? And why are you doing this? I want to go home. Okay, so last thing I want to talk about is from my friend, who I will not name. Although if you are watching this, you will know who you are since I'm going to tell your story. So when I was telling my friend about the like that Kristen, whatever incident happened, he told me his experience because he works at Taco Bell. He told me that during Fridays they're on a huge rush, and someone dropped a new pizza that they made. Obviously, that would just piss off anyone. If that were me, that would have gotten pissed off right there too. He's told me that the customer walks in and they, like my friend and the other employees informed her they already made one because it fell and that it would be ready again in 5 minutes. You think that she would just sit down, patiently wait, probably scroll on her phone, do whatever, right? No, she did not. She, for some reason, said, my friend told me how she went ballistic and argued with them for 20 minutes, even though she got the food. So at that point, there was like no reason for her to be like arguing with them. Like, you got the food, so why are you still complaining? And then she complains, like my friend tells me that she complains that she doesn't want her whole order remade. She only wants the one that like remade, like the one that wants to be remade, that fell. Like she argued with my friend and his co-workers that she doesn't want her whole order to be remade. Like the one that fell, she doesn't have the time to like argue with them and waste their time. So she just wanted them to give her her order, right? Simple, done. But then my friend and everyone else did it. So there was no point in already doing that when she did it like 15 minutes ago. Last segment is the drawing I was talking about. Look at my amazing drawing skills, dude. You see me, that's my beautiful hair, my my amazing smile, and my my beautiful body right there that I definitely have. Look at those abs that I definitely have. That's the Karen right there. She's just being really rude to me. Gotta add the very details, the exact way how I saw her, That's her. Just describing her in a nutshell. There's me. I have the food in my hands. That's the Taco Bell in my hands. I got like 2 burritos in that one small bag, right? Boom, boom. She grabs the food in my hand. Moving on. She steals it out of my hand. She uses her long arms to grab the food. And at the end of the day, she was being mean. I will not forgive her for that. She's a meanie. Moving on. This is the story about the dude about the 93 items from Cub Foods. This was, the big head is definitely him, and that small, weird, square-shaped thing was his apartment. There's just me doing all the groceries all by myself, having the time of my life. I definitely did not want to jump off a cliff after that.
Please don't go.